Hello, I'm Kate Stichin on InstaForex TV with the fresh Forex news. The fears concerning the budget deficit of Eurozone probably weakened slightly, but the fears concerning the banking sector of Eurozone and perspectives of the region's economy are strengthening. As a result, the chances of the euro for the recovery decline even if the attitude of the world's investors to risk improves, and the common European currency, more and more, is identified as the next important currency for borrowings. In other words, the euro now will be sold as the low-yield currency for the raising funds for investments in other assets. At the beginning of the week, there were signs of the euro decrease after it did not receive the significant support from the part of good news concerning the deficits. The large contribution of Germany in the bailout plan of Greece, an amount of 750 billion euros, was improved by the German parliament, and also the government stated that it is intending to announce about the important austerity program next year. New coalition government of Great Britain also lent support, having released earlier than it was expected its plans on the reduction of spending by the more than £6 billion developed in order to decrease the budget deficit. However, these plans on the narrowing of the deficit came into line with the news that on weekends the Central Bank of Spain had to salvage the small saving bank Cajur from complete failure. The salvation of Cajur attracted the attention of investors to the remaining risks which the banks of Eurozone in whole and the Spanish banks in particular face with, taking into account the great number of banks which are subjected to risk from the part of the real estate market. Nevertheless, the situation with Cajur acquired importance because the financial markets are also worried by the risk that the rating of large American banks will be decreased after the Senate approved the draft bill about the reform at the end of the previous week. The decrease of the rating would raise the expenses of banks for financing, and a greater number of American banks would be put at risk of failure. The euro is also damaged by the constant reduction of Eurozone GDP ratings, influenced by the expected budget cut in region. The recent sentiment indicators in region turn out to be disappointing, and there is a possibility that the recent upturn of the economic activity will not continue. Though the sharp growth of the euro at the closing of short positions observed at the end of the previous week probably provoked talks about the probable intervention of the central bank, there are almost no evidences of this. Anyway, the management of the central bank, including the member of the executive board, Jürgen Stark, insists on the fact that the euro is too weak. In this case, the world's market participants who are interested in the usage of the euro as the currency for borrowings will not face difficulties, and the falling of the euro against other major currencies most probably will accelerate. It was Forex News provided to you by InstaForex News Team. Goodbye.